All right, welcome to week 5 in our ag marketing course. What I wanted to do in this video was kind of go over the week. There's a homework, so I wanted to make sure that I outline the content for the week, just a summary, and then I want to mention how it connects to this homework so that you can get full credit. Let's take a look. When you log into week 5, the first thing you're going to see is a marketing plan project outline. This kind of defines the sections of the marketing plan, and so it kind of gives you a picture of, as you build your marketing plan project, you all are going to submit as a group executive summary. It's 2 pages of your project, market analysis, business proposition, strategies and action plan, a budget, and then evaluation of how that went. So this is where you're headed eventually. Now, of course, as we cover the sections of the class, we are really going over each of these areas to hopefully help. Now, it would probably think it would make sense to start at the very beginning, but I want to kind of start towards the end and then work our way back. And so if you come back and look at your content, the action plan is the focus of this week. And so if you go down here, there's an example action plan. Now, this is for a beef processing business, and so I have built an action plan. So I've got the 4 P's to the SIVA model: product, which is a solution; promotion, which is information; price, which really is talking about value; and place is talking about access. So the drivers, there are really 3 columns here. Drivers, what are some actions, and then what are some tactics? So if we move through here, the product. It's what drives the product to be a solution. So I'm looking at examples of what makes my product different. How does it affect the consumer, and how does it drive consumers to want to buy that product? So what are those drivers? Is it low cost? Is it safer product? Is it a healthier product? Does it save consumers time? What is it that makes this product a solution? Then if you move through the next thing about promotion, who will we and how will we market? Are you going to talk about to veterinarians? Is this a web-based system? So this product that you have, how are you going to tell people all about it? What are some ways you're going to drive that? Price. Really, it becomes to be about value. So is it a lease product? Is it a branded product? What makes this product valuable? And so you try to kind of explain why the product's valuable, and is it going to be a lease, or do you have to purchase? Do you have to pay for it? What are some things that make this product worth it? We talked about what the product was, so now what makes the product worth it? And so it's kind of a connection to the product, but talk about how it becomes valuable in this section. What are those drivers? Kind of you describing just in bullet points. Place, where do they get access? They get access from local suppliers, feedlots, and so these are just examples of locations. Grocery store in the freezer case, maybe it's an online company. How are you going to get to the people? So those are kind of our drivers. From those drivers, we start to build actions. These are ideas that match. So kind of coming across here, let's see, if our product relates to consumer preferences, our goal is to reduce cost. Our ideas are to add value, like it's low fat, all natural, because we're going to appeal to those consumer preferences. So we talked in here about an example. What's a driver? It's going to enhance the demands of consumers or meet their needs. What are they needs? Those are the action items. And then I'll keep moving across instead of going down. So what are the tactics? We're going to focus on a branded product. We're going to set protocols that meet the government's regulations. We're going to introduce this thing called Care Beef, and that's going to be our product. That's going to relate to reducing, adding value, being a safer approved food product that meets consumer preferences to be a solution. So that's kind of how you work. You work through each one of these in the same way. And so that is an example for you to kind of follow. Now, I've also got a complete marketing plan here, and there's 2 of them. They actually come from Texas A&M when we did a marketing team. And so there's the NAMA Care product, and then there's the Epic. And so those are complete marketing plans. This is really hopefully what your marketing final plan would look like. But if you will take a look at the marketing plan, I am talking to you about the action plan that is right here. So here is a complete action plan that kind of goes through and talks about drivers. Now this breaks it out into SWOT and tactics. We hadn't really talked about these yet, but this is really the action plan. And then here is the reason that they buy. What are the benefits? And so it kind of gives you an example of where you're headed, but it also shows you what I'm looking for right here. Marketing mix, actions, and then the benefits. And so this is an example table just to show you what it might look like when you're done with yours. Now your product will be different, so these are two examples that you can take a look at. Also in this week, you've got the homework. Now here is the homework. This is, by the way, not a group set of work yet. This is each of you individually taking this business idea that you laid out and building the action plan that we've talked about right here, and examples have been here as well. So hopefully that'll give you some examples of what is an action plan, how's it organized, and then I want you to connect it to your example you've been thinking about. Your layout is important. It's built in a table with some text that introduces it. Make sure that you get that done and be neat. All right, hopefully this video helps you see the week, and so make sure you get everything completed or reviewed and everything completed by this Friday. Thanks.